So we're back with the aftermath of the game. Now we'll be looking at injuries, possible deaths.
Maybe we should tell people what they actually have watched in case they just stumble upon this video.
Oh yeah, this is the aftermath report of our second game of our 10 game campaign of Frostgrave.
Yes.
So if you want to search for the other video, it's the same channel, Tabletop Battle, and look for the Well of Dreams and Sorrows.
Yes, and that was a lot of sorrow for me and a lot of dreams for you.
Yeah. So we're going to take a look at how you apply injuries.
Yeah. What happens after a game? Well, first off, you check for soldiers that got killed.
Yeah, and I lost my very expensive dog. He's died twice.
But he's coming back.
Yeah.
He's like a zombie dog.
Yeah. So we're going to roll on a chart to see what happens to him.
1 to 4, please. 10.
That's a 10, so he is perfectly okay, and we'll be back for the next game.
Yeah, so nothing happens with him. You are 10 men strong.
Yes.
Or 9 men and 1 dog.
Yeah, 2 dogs.
2 dogs.
Yes, so 8 men and 2 dogs.
Yes.
Leveling up.
Experience.
Experience. There's a small chart for how much experience you get from doing different things. You get 10 experience for each successfully cast spell. I cast 7 for a total of 70.
Yes.
I did not kill any enemy soldiers, which would have given me 40 for the wizard, because he needs to take them out of action. My wizard did, however, kill your apprentice, or Mr. Chad Fogel, which gives me 80 XP.
Yep.
I did not kill your wizard with my wizard, so it does not give me 150 XP.
Nope.
And lastly, you get 50 XP for each treasure that you're stuck with at the end of the game.
Yeah. So that is 200 right there, and then you have 70 plus 80 for the apprentice, so a total of 350 experience this game.
Yeah, plus the 70 that I have left over from last game brings us to a total of, well, my total XP is 720, because I had 370 after the last game.
Yeah.
So I'm at 720, which gives me 4 levels to use.
Yes.
The way you use the XP is you can level up, and for every level the wizard gains, he may choose to improve a stat, improve a known spell, or learn a new spell.
Yeah.
So I can improve, I level 4 times, so I can improve 3 different stats, because you can only improve a stat once for each game.
Yes.
So say I can improve my fight, my will, and health by 1.
Yep.
Then I have to use my last level on improving a known spell or learning a new spell.
Yes.
What I've chosen to do is I increase my fights
to
4.
And that, of course, includes the apprentice.
Yes.
That goes up to 2.
Yep. I've improved mind control by 1.
So you're now casting it without any penalties.
Yes. And I am also going to improve...
So that is 2 levels.
Yep. I'm going to improve Bone Dart for a 3 plus, or 3, because it's a neutral spell. And the 4th
is going to learn a new spell.
Yes, but I'm going to wait to find out which spell it is until we roll for treasure, because I might get another grimoire.
Yes.
So we'll be back with treasure hunting.
Yes, and if you get a grimoire, we will roll on the grimoire table.
Yes.
So counting treasure, he has 4 treasure chests, as you have already seen. He will now roll 2 and 2 dice to see what he comes up with. That's a 2 and an 8, which leaves him with the 2 is D20 times 20 gold crowns.
D20 times 20.
Yep. So that's 60.
So let's see. I don't have plus 60
gold crowns.
Yep.
Then you get an 8, which is 20 gold crowns. And a magic weapon / armor. So that will have us roll on the magic armor / weapon table.
Yes, but before we do that, we'll
2 more rolls for the last 2 treasure chests.
13.
Oh, 2 times 13.
Yep.
That is 20 gold crowns, and the grimoires. You get 2 grimoires, dude.
So 2 grimoires, or rolling on 2 times on the grimoire table, and once on the magic item.
Yes.
Or weapons and armor, and we'll be back with that.
For the grimoire chart, you can also, of course, instead of getting grimoires, you can also get potions and other stuff, scrolls.
Items.
Yeah, but in this case he got 2 grimoires and 1 magic weapon / armor.
We're going to roll for, well, first we have a table of 1 to 20.
Yep, which will tell us what column you will roll for. 17, that's good, I think. That is Monstrous Form, Fool's Gold, Glow, and Illusionary Soldier.
Okay, I have none of those.
You have Glow.
I have Glow. 7.
7 gives you Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold, so I'll just pick that up later.
Yep. And then the second grimoire is a 19. That leaves you with Combat Awareness, Wizard Eye, Forget Spell, and Reveal Secret.
Ooh, we know which one I want.
Wizard Eye. And that's a 1, which means you learn Combat Awareness.
Yeah, so Combat Awareness and Fool's Gold are the 2 I'm stuck with.
1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm going to learn one of those 4 spells, or the 2 spells that I now have, including also the ones that I had from the previous game, which is Raise Zombie and Embed Enchantment.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you after we're done doing everything which one I choose.
Yes, so you got 4 in total.
Yes, but we'll be back with rolling on the Magic Armor and Weapons table.
Magic weapons and armor table.
Wrong die, I need this one.
This one, rolling a 7, giving you a bow +1 shoot. So that actually gave you the bow you wanted to buy previous game.
Yeah, so next game I'll have a magic bow.
You have a magic bow, and you have chosen 1 spell to learn from your 4 grimoires.
Combat Awareness.
Combat Awareness, giving you +2 fight for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and this is a Soothsayer spell, which is an aligned a branch, school of magic. So it's a +2, so for
14.
my wizard it's a 14 to cast.
Yeah, same as Mind Control was before you improved it.
Twice to 12.
Yeah.
And that's it for me. We'll be back with Death and Decay, which is,
is
the name of the warband. I've given him that name.
Death and Decay is the name of my warband, which is actually kind of cool. And lastly, we will take a look and see if we are going to do anything about our bases.
Yes.
So my leveling up thingy-bob.
Slightly easier.
Yeah, first we're going to roll to see what happens to my soldiers and apprentice.
Yep. So where do you want to start?
Now let's start with the chant.
You want to do the wizard first, or the apprentice?
I will do the apprentice first because that's what it, no, let's do this. So let's go by the book.
Yeah.
Soldiers are first.
Yes.
So let's do Paul first.
Yep.
He wasn't that.
No.
That's Paul.
Paul H. Let's see what Svein did to you.
Anything but an 8 or less. 14.
Paul is safe.
Paul, you're good.
He might change his name for the next game.
Treasure Hunter.
Yep.
18, so he's good.
Yep. Basically,
Thief.
1 to 4 is dead. 5 to 8 is
badly wounded and cannot join
the next game, and everything else is good.
Yeah. Thief, 16. Now, see what I'm rolling?
Yeah, we should be doing this in game.
Archer, 9.
I know.
So he's good. It's important to have them with us. 15.
Yeah,
and
now you roll the 1.
And you can't raise unless you do something with your base. You can't do anything.
You can't raise dead.
No, unless you do something with your base, you can't expand above 10 people. So even though if one of these guys couldn't join for the next game, I couldn't just buy another one because then my warband would be at 11.
You'd have to fire him.
Yeah.
And the important one?
The important one is the Wizard and Apprentice roll. Now this is slightly better because it's only dead on a 1 to 2.
Don't say it.
Okay. Chat. And that gives me
nothing.
2000 XP.
No, he's alive for the next game.
Yes.
Yes.
Good job.
So that was the injuries, which were none.
None, so that's good for me.
Yep. Moving on to the experience part. We can do this one going out, don't you think?
Yeah, we can. Since there was nothing happening. Okay, so experience. I got also 7 spells off, giving me 70.
Yeah.
My wizard didn't kill any soldiers, and I didn't kill any apprentices, and my wizard didn't kill his wizard, and treasures I got 2.
Yep.
For a total of 170 experience points, adding to my 110, or the 10 that was remaining from last time that haven't been already used. 180 experience points that can be used to level up.
So you level up once.
Only once.
1 is better than nothing, Svein.
Yeah, but
I'm filming you.
We will check that after
Yes.
we see what we score on the treasure table.
The all-important.
So give me the good die back. So let's
Want to
see.
roll both?
No, I want to roll one. I'm superstitious. That's a 17.
That's
giving me
Grimoire and a lot of gold.
100 gold coins and a Grimoire.
Nice.
Now things are cooking.
Really?
Yeah?
You just farted. Doesn't smell like you're cooking.
I did not.
Hey, it burns calories, so you should.
Yeah, actually, you checked on that. Okay, one more time on the treasure table. 3. That is D20 times 25 gold coins.
Yeah, rolling a 20 now would be good.
We're at 2, so that's 50 gold coins.
50 gold coins. So
150 gold coins in total.
Yep. Did you have any left from previous game?
Nope.
Nope.
So that's good.
Yep. Grimoire.
But luckily I didn't have to replace any of my guys.
No. But you need to roll for what Grimoire you get.
Yes, let's go over to the Grimoire table.
Wait, let me come around here.
You want to come around?
Yes,
or I could just turn the book.
No. So, alright, roll a die, gentlemen.
Let's see what we get on the first. That's a 6.
6, so that's
Ooh,
push, draining word, explosive rune, right scroll.
Right scroll. That's 18.
That is right scroll.
Yes, that's very nice.
So, right scroll. It's an out-of-game spell. Let's see, well, write a scroll. The way it works, we read the errata. If you get a scroll that's already pre-written and the wizard does not know it, he can use an action, read the scroll, and the spell is automatically cast at its base value. If he already knows the spell, he can first attempt to cast the spell to see if it goes through, and if he fails, he can then use the scroll that he's made and assure that the spell actually does go through. For example, say Svein wants to cast Elemental Bolt, which he has at 12 plus,
or 11,
or 11 at the moment, and he rolls with his wizard and rolls a 5.
And I don't want to cut myself because that's bad.
Yeah, the spell then fails, but if he has written a Elemental Bolt scroll, he can use the scroll and the spell succeeds on the casting roll of 5 plus.
Yeah, that I've already made.
Yeah, so it's very effective if you have right scroll for stuff that doesn't require the opponent to take an will test, or well, any kind of test really, because if you roll low, odds are your opponent or me will succeed. Yes. So you just learn right scroll.
Yeah.
Do you want to write the scroll?
I am going to use my 1 level up
to learn right
scroll.
Yeah.
So I now
you now know right scroll.
I now know right scroll as the 9th spell that I know.
Yeah, and we are at the end of the game, so you can now also use the spell right scroll, because you can use it once after each game.
Yes.
Now, it does say that you cannot empower a spell that you just learned. It says nothing about using.
No.
So we're gonna, until we're told otherwise, let's try and use the spell.
Yeah.
So try to write your scroll.
But it's a sigilist. But anyway, I can just roll and see. It's the sigilist has a 12 casting, so I'm guessing it's either 14 or 16.
Yep.
Rolling 20.
In either case, you have now a scroll of
Elemental Bolt.
Yep.
That will automatically succeed.
Yep. So I need to hide my whisker.
You need to bring your whisker to me.
Yeah. That I think pretty much sums that part up. We're now going to take a look at bases and see if we want to expand them in any way.
Yeah. So the options that we have now, we both got ourselves a base the previous game.
Yeah.
And we both chose a library because we want to have scrolls.
Or grimoires.
Yeah, we will tell you about that in a little while.
Yeah.
The base resources, nothing here that we want to use.
Currently, you can buy upgrades for your base. Kennel, giving you additional Warhound, Giant Cauldron, +1 to Brew Potion. Well, we're not going to give everything away, but Enchanter's Workshop, Crystal Ball.
I think people can just pause and they can read it, so we already gave it away.
We have, however, we've established a base, as you said, and we both chose library.
Yeah.
The rules is as follows. You read.
Yeah. One of the many libraries scattered throughout the city is one of our bases now. The volumes contained within this one have fallen to the ravages of veteran time. A few valuable texts have survived.
Ooh.
However, after each game, and this is after a game, the warband may roll 1 die. On a 17 to 19, they find a random scroll. On a 20, they discover a random grimoire.
So you want to roll that die?
I'm going to roll a 20 again.
Yep.
11,
Yep.
so nothing for me.
So I'll roll 20 instead.
5,
Yep,
so
so
none of us find a scroll or a grimoire. Better luck next game.
And this pretty much sums up everything.
Now we have gone through the soldier damage, the wizard apprentice damage. We are going to treasure,
XP,
experience, leveling up, improving our stats and spells and stuff, and rolled on treasure chests, tables, and magic weapons and armor tables. And we have checked to see if our bases gave us a bonus.
which they did. So that pretty much sums up everything. We'll find the scenarios. Let's roll for the next one, like we did in the last game.
Scenario.
Yeah. So there's in this book there are 10 scenarios. We've already played one, or we played 2, so we're going to re-roll if we come up with the same one.
Yep. This is going to be 13. That is the haunted houses.
We have not played the haunted houses. I have, however, read the rules on that one, so we will maybe encounter some creatures.
Woohoo!
And that sums up the aftermath of the Well of Dreams and Sorrows.
And that was game 2 in our 10-game campaign.
Yep.
And we'll be back with game 3 in hopefully not too long.
And this has been Damon
And Svein from
Tabletop Battle.
.com.